putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. I got a listener. Why didn't you guys give me his name? I don't have his name here, but here's what he wrote. He says, Kevin, I enjoy reading your articles, especially the tongue-in-cheek humor and subtle sarcasm in describing current political subjects. I believe the real reason Mueller was used to help control the damage to the Clinton cartel was to help control the damage to the Clinton cartel. By whatever means possible, he will help them weasel their way out of the current wedgies and avoid the tsunami of negative public perception coming their way if their crimes are not papered over. I have an extremely hard time believing the Clintons are going to prison. I would love to see it, but believe they are more than slippery than most people believe, and with the backing of Soros's money, it appears they are able to escape almost any arrows. Some of their low-level grunts may get time, but Bill and Hill will slither their way out. I think Mueller is there to create diversion while they destroy evidence and otherwise obfuscate their way to walking free. Maybe I've lost faith in justice by this government or nation, seeing too much blatant injustice. I doubt it happens, but if by some miracle it does, then your statement is in another article, Obama, Dems' biggest casualty in 2018, which states, in the end, as with illegals, Muslim refugees, tax cuts, Obamacare, and about everything else, Trump will be vindicated, will have made it sound as easy as you suggested. I will certainly rejoice with many fellow Americans. I appreciate the reporting you do. Keep on trucking. All right. Well, I appreciate that. I wish we had gotten your name. And God, I did a horrible reading of that. I read like I had a government educated. And then the crime. Oh, and then this. I did. I read that horribly, didn't I? I mean, but look. Okay. First of all, the print on this is a freaking eye chart. So I'm talking about the bottom, like copyright 2017 Bosch and Lomb. Why in the heck did y'all? I know I can blow it up. No, look, you play. I don't make me call you out on national radio. I'll do it. Anyway, I'm glad. Thank you for the note. If whoever you are, I know you also said something about listening to. I know that sounds like you're just a reader, but you are listening to the show. I got other people that new folks. You know, ladies are the ones that seem to write to me or do more often. And hey, I don't blame you, ladies. But this was a guy. I know this was a guy, but for whatever reason, a lot of ladies are like, "Hey, Kevin, love your show." This, that, and the other. Let's do a couple of callers that called in and left messages for various reasons. I'm gonna get this stuff out. Here's one. What was she talking about? Oh, this lady calls me a lot. She's a Native American. She's Indian, like I am. Even though my ancestry only gave me like less than 1% Native American. That's a lie, because my great-grandmother was 50% Navajo, and my grandfather on my mother's side was 50% Indian. I forget what kind, but he's 50%. And I have the reservation records and all that stuff. But for whatever reason, my DNA came back. One of the guys that wrote to me, and we should find his letter. He chuckled at me and said, "Kevin, you're 21% white," because I gave out my ancestry the other day on the radio. But anyway, here's a caller, and she calls me quite often, and she wants to talk about O'Reilly coming back to Fox.
Yes, this is my comment. I'm listening to Marie Harf, whatever her name is. You know what she reminds me of? And don't take, if you can't put this on, it's okay. She reminds me of a white Susan Rice. And what's his name? Juan Williams reminds me of a Black Beckel. And so does the Fowler dude. I don't even remember his first name. Richard Fowler. They're so phony. I mean, no matter what you tell them and show them, they still say, no, that's not the way it is. They're knuckleheads, stupid people. I don't listen. I mean, when they come on, I change the TV. I won't even look at that. And why is Geraldo still on? Bring back O'Reilly and everybody else. I mean, he's still there with all of the stuff that goes on with them women with showing all their legs and everything. I mean, come on. What was it all about? What was their point? Bring him back. I like to listen to O'Reilly. Couldn't be any worse. I mean, couldn't be as worse as Clinton or Lowry locking the door from his desk. Dangerous. Thank you. Bye. I love your show.
So thanks for the call. Good questions, by the way. Why is Geraldo still on? As far as O'Reilly goes, look, I think there could be. I don't think Fox will bring him back because there'd be so much controversy over them bringing him back and effectively saying we condone whatever may or may not have happened. That ship has sailed. But it could be, in theory, it's a good strategic move. As far as, like, believe me, I get so much mail when I'm on Outnumbered, like with Marie Harf. They go, Kevin, I'm sorry, I love you, man. I want to watch Outnumbered, but I just can't stand Marie. Or they say, I turn you on, and then when she starts talking, I turn it off. And to be honest with you, I say leave it on because you get the chance to see her in all her glory, which is, of course, none. But you get to see the other side, how silly the argument is, how specious the things that, how they base arguments. It's just crazy to me. But that to me is the fun part of what I do. Anyway, here's another lady. She called and she talked about the Clintons, what Comey had to do with the Clintons and the taxes and all that. So we'll listen to her.
Hi, I was listening to your show today. It's January the 5th. And you were saying that the Comey's brother, in some of the things he did with Clinton and the Clinton Foundation, he also did their taxes, I believe, if I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure that was reported, that he also did the Clintons' taxes, Comey's brother. So great show, like listening to you, and carry on. Bye.
All right. Glad she was able to enlighten us on that. I believe I did know that Comey's brother did represent the Clintons and all that. But you know what? I'm just glad you guys are out there listening. It isn't, I tell people this all the time. I'm not trying to be O'Reilly. We're 100%. You people are bright. You're smart. Your comments on my blogs, your comments on the show are amazing. So call us, 844-551-8255. I encourage you to do it. I promise you this. I listen to every message. I do. And so, or whether you write it, you call us or whatever, and we'll get you on the show. If you want to be on the show, let us know. We'll get you on the show. So here's a couple of other ones. A guy says to me, Kevin, you truly have your excrement together. High intellectual horsepower. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope 2018 is a great year for you. With admiration and respect, or respect and admiration, Tom. I won't say your full name, Tom, but you are out of Utah. Then we had a person contact me, says he's a cop in St. Louis. His name is John. Says, city is forcing us to go to a seminar called Unconscious Bias Training. Obviously another leftist program designed to show us we are racist, sexist, homophobic, intolerant, even if we consciously know we are not. And John, he listens to me in St. Louis. Help is on the way, bro. We got a movie coming out, Bleeding Blue. Go to bleedingbluemovie.com. It's about to be updated to give you guys the release dates. If you want to sponsor one of the dates that we release, one of the theaters where we're going to be releasing the show, contact me, kjradio.com. Let's see. Oh, here's one of my favorites. This is a guy, he's out of Israel. Greetings from Israel. Really enjoy your show. Mr. Jackson, I was a dedicated Jerry Doyle listener for years until his death. I listened to American talk radio while I work in my home law office in Haifa, Israel. Israeli talk radio is horrible. I've been in radio limbo for a year trying to find a replacement. I've been bouncing back and forth between Dennis Prager, Ben Shapiro, and Mark Levin. Hey, all three Jews. Dennis has stupid topic hours that make me turn it off. Ben is all over the board with his commentary, and Levin's voice grates on my nerves and can't take him for more than 15 minutes. A friend recommended your show. Thank that person. And I've listened to a few podcasts. So he's liking the show. He didn't say he loved it, but he said he's listened to some podcasts. So anyway, hey, thank you in Israel. I will be in Israel sometime this year. So maybe we can, have some whatever they drink in Israel, and talking, a little bit of Yiddish. Oy vey, that's all I know. But no, I'd love to hang out with you when I'm in Israel. Here's a guy, Gary. Found your show while I was passing through Salem. Very entertaining. Thanks for making me smile. Look, guys, I don't make you smile. You make me smile. I love what I do because it's education and information, and we try to have a little bit of fun at it. But it's serious underneath, and you make me want to do it every single day.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.